Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Workshop. I'm Alex, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Amy. Hey, Amy, how are you doing today?
Hey, Alex. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. And hello to all our amazing listeners out there. We're so excited to be with you today.
Today, we have a really practical topic that I think everyone can relate to. We're going to talk about building better habits. You know, those daily routines that can really change our lives for the better.
Oh, this is such a good topic. And it's especially important for our English learners because, let's be honest, learning a language is all about building good study habits, right?
Absolutely. So let's start with the basics. Amy, when we talk about habits, what exactly do we mean?
Great question. So, a habit is basically something you do regularly, almost automatically, without really thinking about it, like brushing your teeth when you wake up or grabbing your coffee before work.
Right, exactly. And the interesting thing is that habits can be good or bad. I have this good habit of drinking a big glass of water first thing every morning.
That's a great one.
But I also have this terrible habit of checking social media right before bed, which keeps me awake way too late.
Oh my gosh, yes, I do that too. I tell myself just 5 minutes, and then suddenly it's like midnight and I'm watching videos of cats or something completely random.
Exactly. So the big question is, how do we build those good habits and break the bad ones? I've been reading about this, and it's actually quite fascinating.
Mm-hmm. What did you learn?
Well, first of all, experts say it takes about 21 days to form a new habit, though some research suggests it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days depending on the person and the habit.
Wow, that's quite a range. But I think the most important thing I've learned is to start really, really small.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. So let's say you want to exercise more. Don't start by saying, I'm going to go to the gym for 2 hours every day. That's setting yourself up for failure.
Right, that sounds overwhelming already.
Exactly. Instead, maybe start with, I'm going to do 5 push-ups every morning, or I'm going to walk around the block after lunch. Something so easy that you almost can't say no to it.
I actually experienced this myself with reading. I used to be a big reader, but I got out of the habit and felt really guilty about it.
Oh, yeah? How did you get back into it?
Well, I kept telling myself I needed to read for at least 30 minutes a day, but I never did it because it felt like such a big commitment. Then I changed my goal to just reading one page before bed.
Just one page.
Yeah, and you know what happened? After a couple of weeks, I naturally started reading more because I was enjoying the story and didn't want to stop at just one page.
You made it so easy that your brain didn't resist it. I love that approach. I actually did something similar with language learning.
Oh, this should be good for our listeners. Tell us about that.
So I wanted to improve my Spanish, and I kept thinking I needed to study for like an hour every day. But of course, life gets busy and I'd miss days and then feel guilty and eventually give up,
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Right? So finally, I changed my goal to just 10 minutes a day listening to a podcast. That's it, just 10 minutes.
And how did that work out for you?
It was amazing. I haven't missed a day in over 4 months now. And here's the thing. Most days, I end up doing more than 10 minutes because once I start, I want to keep going.
That's such a great example for our English learners. You don't need to study English for hours every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes consistently can make a huge difference over time. And that is the reason we created this channel, to make short podcasts for our English learners.
Absolutely. Consistency beats intensity every single time. But Alex, let's be real here. What about when we fail? Because we all have those days when we don't stick to our habits.
That's such an important point to discuss. I think the biggest mistake people make is being way too hard on themselves when they miss a day or two.
Right. They think, oh no, I missed yesterday, so I've completely ruined everything, and then they just give up entirely.
Exactly. But missing one day or even a few days doesn't mean you failed. The key is to get back on track as soon as possible. Don't try to make up for it by doing twice as much the next day. Just get back to your normal, small routine.
That's such important advice. I learned this lesson the hard way with exercise. I used to think that if I missed my workout on Monday, I should do like a super intense workout on Tuesday to make up for it.
Oh no, let me guess. Then Tuesday became too intimidating and you'd skip that too.
Exactly. Or I would push myself so hard that I'd be super sore and couldn't exercise for the rest of the week. Now I just do my normal routine and move forward. No drama, no guilt.
That's so much healthier. I think habits become especially powerful when they involve our families or work life. Amy, do you have any experience with building family habits?
Oh, yes. My sister has 3 kids, and she's taught me so much about this. She says that when you create family habits, it actually makes life much easier because there's no negotiation needed.
Interesting. Can you give us an example?
Sure. So they have this rule that everyone puts their phones in a basket on the kitchen counter during dinner time. No exceptions, even the adults.
I love that. So they actually have conversations at dinner instead of everyone staring at screens.
Exactly. And she told me it was really hard at first, especially with the teenagers. But now it's just what they do. No arguments, no whining. It's just the family habit. And she says their dinner conversations are so much better now.
That's the amazing power of habits right there. When something becomes automatic, you don't waste mental energy thinking about it or arguing about it. What about work habits? Do you have any tips for our listeners who want to be more productive at their jobs?
Oh, I have a really good one that completely changed my work life. I started writing my to-do list for the next day before I leave the office each evening. It only takes about 5 minutes, but the impact is huge.
How so? What's the benefit?
Well, first, when I get home, I can completely relax because I'm not thinking, oh gosh, what do I need to remember for tomorrow? And second, when I arrive at work the next morning, I can dive right into productive work instead of spending the first 20 minutes figuring out what I should be doing.
That's brilliant. I do something similar actually. I spend the first 10 minutes of every workday reviewing my calendar and setting my 3 most important priorities for the day. It helps me feel organized and less overwhelmed.
Yes, these small habits can make your entire day flow so much more smoothly. And for our English learners listening, I think there are some really practical habits you can build too.
Absolutely. What would you suggest?
Well, one great habit is reviewing new vocabulary words for just 3 to 5 minutes every single day. Don't try to learn 50 new words, just review 5 or 10 consistently.
That's perfect advice. Or how about listening to our English podcast during your daily commute? Or changing your phone's language settings to English so you're practicing every time you use your phone.
Oh, yes, those little exposures really add up over time.
Before we wrap up today, Amy, if you had to give our listeners just one final piece of advice about building better habits, what would it be?
Great question. I would say choose just one habit to focus on at a time. Don't try to change your entire life overnight. Pick one small, specific thing that you can do every single day and put all your energy into that one habit.
Perfect advice. And remember, everyone, it's completely okay if you're not perfect. The goal is progress, not perfection. Every small step counts.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and join us for our next short session. Until then, keep practicing, keep building those positive habits. Bye, everyone.
Bye.